Hello. Welcome back to another cup of conversation. Perhaps some food for thought with me, Nidra Simmons. I do not own the rights to the music in the background. It is just music playing. It's the radio. Um, and this conversation, a cup of conversation, food for thought with me, Nidra Simmons, is for entertainment purposes. Um, if you find information in it that's helpful to you, by all means, use it. Um, Sorry, I kind of ran up the stairs and down the stairs to come back here. Should have caught my breath first. If you can, please like, share, and subscribe. It takes one to help one, takes one to teach one. So I am coming on to um, encourage. I hope I say something that is helpful. If I do, like again, use it. But the umbrella that I'm going to fall under to what we're going to talk about today is trying to stay positive. I was on live on two other platforms and I was talking about a topic that I find to be very common, a topic that I find to have uh, found coming to my space. And I was talking about how, there's nothing new under the sun. The situations that we've been through or we're going through right now are the same situations that's been here. It's just different to the people because it's different people now going through the situation of what, that these people us we are going through now. um so the action or the outcome might seem a little bit different. And I was talking about how, I think was it yesterday, I was talking about songs. And a while back on a few of my posts I talked about how the songs I like, I'm a 90s girl. I like the 90s R&B music. I like 90s, 80s, 70s, all of that R&B music from that time frame. Nothing against the ones that they have now. It's just that the music that they have now, there's no room for imagination. Everything is just told right out what I want to do to you or what they want to do to you. And there's no room for you to sit back and imagine, wow, if we do something like this. It takes out the fun of prepping and planning to get to that point that these songs are bringing you to. And it's not every song, it's just a few songs out there. And there's nothing wrong with those songs. Some people need to have things just thrown out there to them plain and tell them exactly how to do it. To each his own. I'm not trying to detour any of that. This is just a couple of conversation, perhaps some food for thought. It's all going to tie into trying to stay positive. Um, but I just wanted to talk on something that I've seen that was really big because we're living in this world. This world is full of fleshly desires, fleshly appetites, things that people do to appease this body, to feel so good because it feels good to this body. That is not all that you are about, and that's not all what this world is about. We have people, younger people, who feel like it is okay to try to win somebody over by showing body parts. That may work for some, but it's not working for all. And I'm just simply coming on not to disrespect nobody, not to call nobody out there. I want to help some people out there. Um, some people are still old school. Some people may be in young ages, but in old school mindset. I was told many times that I was old school. I didn't know what that meant at the time. I kind of took offense to it. I'm like, well, yo, I'm still young. Why am I old school? But it could be thrown out and meant in different ways. It doesn't have to just mean one way, and it doesn't have to be a negative way. Um, I shared my age. I'm 49 years old. And in this 49-year-old vessel, I have plenty of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I have been through things in life time and time again. And I had to go through these things to overcome them so that I can get over them and help others get through them. And I find that, and I've been told this, and this is not to say that I'm conceited or nothing like that. I'm not. If that's what you think, you're entitled to believe whatever you want to believe. But I know who I am. I know what I carry. I know whose I am. And I know that I'm a gift. So I'm saying all that to say I know me. Get to know who you are so that you can be confident and know who you are so you can know you. Um, I was told that my voice, perhaps my smile, or maybe my vibe, my presence, my essence comes across and can hit people on a certain way to cause them to rise in certain places, if you get the drift. It can allow them, or it makes them feel a certain kind of way to where they have to conquer and so forth. Read between the lines. And I now know what it is. I had to go through a whole lifetime not knowing what it is, thinking that maybe something was wrong with me. And I realized that I am duality. God is duality. Man, woman, good, bad, duality into one vessel. And I had to come to grips that there is a part of me that I cannot run from. I just have to embrace it. And that is my sexuality. Okay. I may have some attributes or parts or tones or vibes that may come across and hit people on different levels, different ways. There's those out there that don't care for me, don't like me, have no idea anything about me, but just because I come across as a mirror to them, their insecurities come to the surface and it comes out. They cannot hide their insecurities. They may try to, but it's going to flow up to the surface. And when they speak to me or even get in my presence or even hear my voice, it's going to come across to them in a way that they may not like or they may like a little too much or a little not enough. Either way, everybody's different. I'm just sharing a couple conversation food for thought. I'm making you aware. And I'm not the only one that has these qualities. There's others out there that have these qualities. And I'm simply saying, love who you are totally. The good, the bad, the indifferent, the better, the best, the awesomeness. Love it all within yourself. Love who you are, appreciate who you are, respect who you are, know what you carry, know your limits, set healthy boundaries. Set boundaries for yourself and set boundaries for others. Now, I was told that my tone, my voice, my smile, perhaps my eyes, may cause people to respond in a way that is sexual, in a way that where they want to show me their body parts, in a way that which they want to try to entice me and think that I am on their level. I'm not trying to boast and say I'm better than nobody. I'm simply saying I have emotions and feelings just like you all out there, but it might not be at the same time that you have it. Sometimes God put people in your life for a particular time, place, and season. Perhaps, maybe this energy that is coming out to you is to help you in a particular area of your life. Perhaps, maybe you took the time to pray to God in your quiet space and you went to God and said, God, help me in this area. God may not tell you how the help is going to come. Perhaps I am placed here to help you in that area so that you can learn self-control, so that you can try to stay positive in whatever it is that you do. Perhaps you need to put focus on your sexuality. Perhaps you need to put focus on what it is that's causing you to feel what you feel. Don't run from the feelings. Never run from your emotions or feelings. Feel that feeling. Understand what it feels like from beginning, middle, and end. And then ask God, what is it that I'm supposed to learn from this feeling? What is it that this person is bringing out of me that I'm supposed to bring to the surface? What is it that you are allowing this person to come in my midst to bring up something? What is it I'm supposed to focus on? How am I supposed to maneuver this? How am I supposed to fix this? Take this time to go to God and ask God to help you in that situation. It is not necessary or may not mean that you have to come on to this person. Or maybe it does. I don't know. But you take it up to God. I am here to help you, put you on a solid ground platform. Turn you around. You do the rest. I'm not here to do it for you. I don't know why God placed me in places. I don't know why God had me speak what I need to speak. What I do know is I ask God to use me as a vessel to help those. And so what I do know is I'm helping somebody out there. So If by chance you are an individual that entice people with your tone, with your voice, with your lips, with your eyes, with your energy, recognize that you are a God, not a God, sorry. Recognize that God has created you in God's image. You are wonderfully made in God's image. You have the choice to do right or wrong. Please don't say I called you God. I'm talking about God. That was a mistake. You, as a person, seek God, the God that's in you, the God that's around you. Please catch that correction. This is live. So I'm human. I might say the wrong thing, but I'm going to follow it with the correct thing. So please take it as it's given with love, with respect, and with the tendency to help you all out there. So, if by chance you are someone that's always being victimized because of your sexuality, and that people can't get to see past you because they're stuck on the sexual part of you, ask God, seek God to help you and direct you on what you need to do. It took me years to realize that that was something I carried. It took me years of running from that because I thought it was a bad thing because, oh, you're not supposed to have those emotions or feelings. It's part of you. Don't run from it. Embrace it. Accept it. Be wise, smart, self control so you're not acting on it and doing it with everybody. There's wisdom, and that wisdom getting understanding. And in that wisdom and understanding is gaining knowledge. Use self control. Stay positive. I realize common is not common for a lot of people. What makes sense to me may not make sense to somebody else. But we all know what right and wrong is. Seek that right and wrong as a common ground to start. Go to God. Ask God to help you. There is something that's going on that you're not sure about. Please help direct me in the right path. Help me control whatever urges that I can't control and teach me on how to learn self control because you need to control what you are feeling. Emotions are good. I talk about emotions all the time. I talk about how not running away from emotions. I talk about good emotions. I talk about bad emotions. Let me pinpoint it and talk about this sexual emotion. It's real, it exists, it's in all of us. But we have to practice self control. Just like you can't go out there and take from people, you have to ask. Don't go and take from people and don't give yourself to people if they ain't asked for it. There is a way to talk to people. There's a way to get to know a person. You don't have to flash your body to get somebody's attention. Your body is your privacy. It's your personal thing. It's your imagination to the person who wants to get with you. Do not just flash it out there and say, look what I got. Come and get it. Like it or love it or hate it or whatever. Boogie, fuck. What you have is a gift. It's a treasure. It's it's a, it's sacred ground for you with what you have control over. Let's not be so quick to advertise what you got. If you are trying to overcome insecurities and get all that out of the way up front, let it be a choice for somebody whether or not they want to do that. Let me choose to get to know you or not to know you. You don't have to put all of yourself on Front Street. Save some stuff for the imagination. Build up some momentum to want to be able to get together to get to know you. For those of you who are just coming in, I hope I didn't lose nobody on the process. I hope that this conversation is flowing clearly. I hope that you understand what I'm trying to say. Um, the topic of the overall umbrella topic is trying to stay positive, but I am pinpointing a part of what I realize is loud in this world, and that is the flesh. People want to please this flesh so badly, and they don't care who it hurts or how it's gonna make another person feel. It's just about how you feel right then and there. Talk about loving myself. I talk about you loving yourself. Love yourself. Have respect for yourself. Everything doesn't have to be out there in the open. You don't have to take pictures of your private part and send it to anybody to get a reaction. Sometimes people are just old school and just like the conversation of talking and getting to know somebody. Some people are practicing abstinence. And I find the more that people are trying to practice abstinence, there's people coming in to try to get them off of that path. And then they want to bring all these sexual conversations and talk about everything sexual. Why? Practice self-control. And I said why, and I'm not expecting you to answer that question right now with me. Ask yourself why, because I don't want to contradict what I'm saying. I start off by saying that we have that. I started by saying my past, I had to overcome that. I was running from it. We all are human beings. We all have sexual urges and tendencies. It's not far fetched, it's not non existent. It exists. Just because you don't want to talk about it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It exists. We have to learn how to control those urges from a very early age. Recognize what it is. Have that conversation with your parents. These are feelings that you're going to come across. You're going to have to learn how to control those urges. You're not going to be able to just go and get on somebody or take from somebody. You can't do that. We have rules and regulations, rights. We have the right to say no or yes, and you have the right to respect that. Don't run from your sexuality. If you, like I talked about my last video, I know that I have some features. Once I got to learn me, once I got to learn how to accept me, once I got to appreciate all of me, good, bad, and indifferent, all the parts of me, I've learned to love me, respect me, appreciate me, and I'm going to work on the areas I need to work on. Same as you should do out there. But I'm not going to run away from my things that I like about myself. You might like things about yourself. I like my eyes. I like my lips. I put lip gloss on my lips to enhance what I like, and I do that for me because I like it. I'm not doing that to turn you on or to make you lose your mind. No, I do that because that's something. If it makes you feel a certain way, I'm going to say thank you because that is a feeling I'm giving off to you, and it's a good feeling. But we all have to practice self control. You can't act in any kind of way and expect me to be all right with that. You can say whatever you like. I can say whatever I like. So if you're willing to come out your mouth so freely, I'm going to be willing to come out my mouth so freely. And if you don't like what I say, that's your choice. If I don't like what you say, that's my choice. And I'll do with that accordingly. But never am I going to force myself on anybody. I tell people when I come on, even on the last post, somebody made a comment, oh, I didn't want to come on and hear this. You have a choice to get off. You don't have to listen to it. You have a choice to keep on scrolling. Thank you for the opportunity to see what I had to talk about. Much appreciated. But you don't have to stay there. That's a choice you have. You can keep going or you can stay. And you have the choice to speak. You can. Everybody has a choice to speak, but I ask if you come on something that I'm doing live to be respectful. If there's an issue that you have outside of that, locate me and we can talk privately on the internet. You don't have to make a big thing out on the live that I'm trying to do because my purpose is not to come on and clear up an argument with you. I'm coming on to have God use me as a vessel to send out words to help those who need to hear it. Now, if I triggered you in the process, don't run from that either. Take that time to go spend some time with yourself and spend some time with God and ask God, what is it that you need to learn from this trigger? Why did this person affect me in a way to where I feel the need to want to retaliate or say something back to them? Use that time to develop that relationship with God and be quiet and listen to what God tells you to do. If God does not speak to you right away, don't give up. Keep that going on in your head because God may show you something throughout your day. You might turn on the TV, a topic or something might come in and relate to what it is that you had asked a question on. Or you might sit there and listen to music, and that song might relate to what it was that you had asked the question on. Don't just ask God something and let it go. Keep it flowing in your mind and look for the signs that God may show you if you can't hear God speaking to you. Because all of us can't hear from God. We can feel from God. We can see from God. We have senses and we use all of our senses for a lot of things. They're there intentionally for a reason. It's to help keep us in connection with God, our spirit team, and connection with everything that we have to deal with here on this earth. So I hope I'm saying something that's helpful. I hope I'm saying something that is making sense. And if it doesn't, shoot me an email, a DM, and say, I don't understand what you were saying. Do you care to elaborate about it? And if I can, I will. And if I can't, seek God and ask God to help you understand it. Or what is it that you're supposed to get out of it? Like I say in most of my posts, look at me as that person that just turned the light on for you. Now you can see through your path just a little bit better. I'm not doing anything for you. You're doing everything yourself. I am just kind of helping you see things in a different light, in a different way. Consider me to be that person that grabs your hands and pull you forward so that you're no longer in that sinking soft sand or soil. You're now on something solid. I'm going to turn you around to walk in the direction to where you need to do, where you need to go. I can't do it for you. You do it for you. I am just here to help you. I am here to help you. That's what I'm here for. And if I can't help you, well, then maybe I'm not the one that's here to help you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not forcing myself on you. Don't say, oh, she said this, I got to get this. No. Seek God for yourself. I might be that voice that's going to say something that other people can't say out loud. Oh, that's a good way of saying it that way. Oh, I didn't think of it that way. Wow, it makes sense this way. Or, oh, I got it. I understand. I'm not I'm helping you get to that point. I never say I know everything. I don't know everything. I'm learning myself daily. I'm learning right now in right now time. When I give you guys these messages, there's things I realize right now. It wasn't until this morning that I realized that, you know what? I had something that other people seen in me way back then. So much so that some people took it, didn't even ask for it, or try to put me in a predicament to where I had to give it to make me think that I had no other way. Let me tell you, there's always another way to get out of something. God always puts a ram in the bush. Thinking back to the Bible, when was it Moses? Abraham. Abraham had to go and give a sacrifice to God. And God told him to sacrifice his child. Abraham did everything that he was supposed to do. Put the child on the altar. And then you heard, and I'm coming from a movie. You heard the ram in the bush. God gave him the sacrifice. God saw his heart. God knew he was going to do exactly what God told him to do. God said, I don't want you to sacrifice this blessing I'm giving you. I need to know that you knew that I knew. We all know we're on the same page. So he had put his son down and got the ram and sacrificed the ram and not his son. God is always going to give you a ram in the bush for those who serve God and seek God. Truly. You can't sneak on God. You can't hide from God. God knows everything. Although He might send people to you who may not know everything, they're going to know enough to see whether you're honest or not honest. So I don't want to stay on here too long because I want people to actually stay and watch it. So I've been on here now for like 23 minutes. So I'm going to stop with this live here on YouTube. I hope that it reaches those who need to reach. It needs to reach. I hope that it's received because I'm giving it out of love. So I hope you receive it out of love. Please check me out on YT, on TT, TikTok, YouTube, uh, Instagram. If it goes over to Instagram, um, my stuff is great. I don't know if y'all can hear it through the through the cameras, but continue to like, share, and subscribe. I have a lot of videos out on the platforms. Maybe something can help you. So maybe something can give you some type of insight. But it's up to you. So remember, God loves you. I love you. You love you. Repent to God. Forget the past. Forgive the past. Not forget. Forgive the past. Cast your cares all the way to the past and leave it at God's feet. Deal with any emotions and feelings that you have to overcome, whatever you just cast down at God's feet. and recognize the feelings, the beginning, the middle, and then the end. Make it all the way through. Learn that emotion and that feeling. So that way, if it comes again, you can stop it on at its tracks if it's something you don't want, or you can know how to embrace it if it's something that you want to take on. So, till next time, have a wonderful, wonderful, happy Sunday.